everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. Okay, it is nighttime as usual because I work all day and I work all night. Okay, but thank you for tuning in. This is a little gossip chat. Okay, little gossip chat. Let's discuss what's in these streets all up and through. Now, there hasn't been much news or stuff, so this is little tidbit stuff or whatnot, okay? But come on, have a little seat, get you some water or some fruit punch or some vodka or whatever, and come sip some tea with Jay Lee, okay? Now, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and bug on my whole Jaybird, dun 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 dun, you know what I'm saying? And all that good shit. I'm gonna do some other videos today for shows that come on today. There's a lot of stuff that comes on today, like, and I'm gonna be kind of looking at my stories too from the website, so it's gonna be dark and light in here at the same time. But I mean, Hustling Soul come on tonight. Queen of the South, Braxton Family Values, the season finale. So I'm gonna be up late working and stuff. But let's get to these stories, okay? So first up, T.I. was on his IG live today, and I have the video. It's about 3 minutes long, and y'all gonna have to just watch it. Now I'm hoping they don't flag my video. I hope they don't, okay? And if they do, I'm gonna re-upload the shit and cut this part out. I'm gonna cut out the part of him talking. I'm gonna re-upload it. We shall see. But T.I. was very, very upset with TMZ today. Okay, very, very, very upset with TMZ today because TMZ posted a story about his sister and how she died. Now, I want y'all to first see the video of T.I. on his live today. I'm pulling it up right now. On his live today, going the fuck off, okay? And he was upset. Now I'm putting my everything.
For a long time, TMZ and Harvey, y'all been profiting off of people's pain.
Okay.
You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all been profiting off of people's pain.
Okay.
All
right.
People die.
They do.
People around them, the families who grieving.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all putting information out there that really disrupts their grieving process.
That's very true.
You understand? But see, for the most part, what we do is we look the other way. You know why? Because those people are celebrities. And nobody feels sorry for celebrities. They're rich. They live the life that they want. They live a way that nobody else can live. Why should we feel sorry for them? Yeah, I get that.
I know he being funny though.
So whenever you say something about me, you dig what I'm saying? I don't even really, man, I just go cry in a bag of money.
I wish I could do that.
You know what I'm saying? That's my strategy. But this is my family. This ain't no motherfucking celebrity. This ain't no motherfucking superstar. You dig what I'm saying?
I dig it.
So I'm going to tell you what we going to do. Now, as long as you've known me, Harvey, I've been respectful.
Okay.
I've been cordial.
Okay.
I've been polite. I've been kind. I've been fair. You just burned that bridge. I hope your story was worth it.
You really do hope.
You just burned the bridge.
Whole bridge.
To not just me, everybody around me. All my family.
All the family. There's a lot of
anybody who stand with me, anybody who stood with Precious, will not stand with you.
Okay, I have to talk through the.
That go for the Deltas.
Not that you.
Deltas, I need all y'all stand the fuck up.
Get up.
Okay? They go for all of the children in the communities that she taught, that she mentored.
She did.
Okay?
Precious did a whole bunch. Everybody. She did a lot.
They go for all the generations.
Okay. And
from she is 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s to now. Everybody, whoever was affected, whoever had any kind of love for my sister, man, stand up and fuck these people, man. I don't give a fuck about your story. So and anybody else who follow behind them and run that story. Nigga, don't come in my, nigga, don't say shit to me ever. You hear me? Don't ask me for no quote, nigga, no picture, nigga, no goddamn interview, nigga, nothing. Not just me, anybody around me. Don't ask Tamika, don't ask Escape, don't ask Damani, don't ask King, nigga, don't ask nobody. Alright? Don't cut that TMZ shit on your TV. Okay. You understand what I'm saying?
I hear you, T. I hear
Don't cut that shit on your TV. Don't go online. If you follow them, unfollow them.
I already did. So I had to talk through that because when you use videos, it had to be like fair use. So I had to be talking about, I couldn't just, anyway. So that was the video that T.I. did, on his IG live earlier today. Here's the gotcha where I'm going to have to say what happened because I report things that go on or whatever. So we know Precious passed away. I think it was 2 months ago. From that car accident. There were complications from the car accident. Now, T.I.'s issue is, we all know when people pass away, they do an autopsy. There's a medical examiner's report that gives specific details to how a person passed away. They'll say gunshot wound. They will say a stroke. They can say a heart attack. They can say asthma attack. They can say poison. They can say death by hanging. They can give whatever the reason may be for a person passing away. And with T.I.'s sister Precious, who, as he said, she wasn't famous. She was just she my sister. She wasn't a person in the spotlight. I mean, she was on your show, but again, Precious was just Precious. TMZ reported the medical examiner's report, which said that Precious had cocaine in her system, and that is that's how she actually passed away. They said the medical examiner's report, apparently, because she passed away in March, it said she had cocaine in her system, that she would, and that triggered her heart arrhythmia while she was driving, which caused her to have the crash. And that came from the Fulton County medical examiner's report. Now, y'all know Alex just said it. Was it yesterday? Alex just said, in Fulton County in Atlanta, they put out anybody and everybody's business. Like, you don't have no privacy. Come hook a crook, come court document, divorce document, death certificate, none of that. They release everything. They release everything. And T.I. he was pissed because TMZ posted the medical examiner's report, which said that she had cocaine in her system. And I think what he meant was, y'all putting her business out here, and she wasn't famous, for one, and two, we still grieving her death, and it's some fuckery and some bullshit. Now, the live that he did was about 8 minutes long. It was like 7 minutes, like 30 seconds. I posted the full video on my Jaylee's Corner Facebook page because I was not going to post all the way up here, and I couldn't post all of it on my IG page. He went on to say how the reason he was so pissed off was, one, his sister isn't famous, but two, people act like they don't have people in their family or themselves that have things that they wouldn't want to be in the news. And I completely agree. This is my issue a little bit with T.I. and how he went about it. I feel like TMZ and other blog sites have always went far beyond the scope of just a bit of information, and they be putting a whole bunch of information for clicks and views. And T.I. spoke up when it hit him. You know what I'm saying? TMZ been doing this. They just ain't did it to him. So I see people commenting both ways, saying, oh, T.I. is absolutely right, but I also see people saying, like, he acting like they ain't been doing this. Like, this is not abnormal for TMZ. They post all kind of people stuff, and they post all kind of people stuff if they family member passed away. I think the reason that they even posted anything about Precious was because people knew Precious from the show. They knew T.I. sister Precious from the show, and that don't make Precious famous at all. And I completely get him not wanting his family's information out there. And I ain't saying that it's right at all. But what I'm saying is, TMZ been doing this. Blogs been posting people's business. That's just what it is. Like that's what it is, and it's not right or wrong, but that's the cost of being famous, and it's a fucked up ass cost. I would be pissed off too if somebody posted on the website saying, Julie's father passed away in 2015 from a heart attack. I mean, that's our personal. Well, people knew that because we said it, but you know what I'm saying? I get what he meant. I think his thing is he looking at it as they put out that she had cocaine system and she had such a clean reputation and people may not have known that she was doing cocaine. The thing I find crazy is you not pissed that it's a lie. You pissed that they put out something that just wasn't their business. It seemed like it might be true. Because I feel like if it wasn't true, he would have said, y'all some bald-faced ass liars. Now, TMZ did post an apology for posting it and said it was done in poor taste. My thing is, they posted other people's information. They've posted other people's information, either famous people or people very, very close to somebody famous. A child of theirs, a spouse of theirs, a sibling of theirs. News sites have done this for a minute. It ain't nothing new, so I wish he would have went about it in a different way and not say, let's boycott TMZ because TMZ told y'all my sister had cocaine in her system and that ain't nobody's business. And I know y'all have stuff in y'all life about y'all, your children, your parents, your spouses that y'all went on out. We know that's 100% wholeheartedly true. But sometimes I do, and I'm a T.I. fan, bitch. You know what I'm saying? A T.I. from I'm Serious Day. You know what I'm saying? But I also feel like you going at TMZ for doing something to you that they do to other people. You know what I'm saying? And he is just upset. He was like, Harvey Levin, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to find out. It's some stuff about you that you don't want people to know. I'm going to find out, but I ain't going to tell it because I ain't no snitch. I mean, I get it. I completely get it. You know what I'm saying? And I get that he just don't want, they still grieving for Precious. And I get that. But I think that may be the reason is why when Precious passed away, it was so not secretive, but they didn't say much at all about what happened. All we knew was she was in some kind of accident, then she was in the hospital, and then she passed away. Like, it wasn't much information out, and I feel like they may have knew she, you know what I'm saying, may have dabbled in cocaine. And people do cocaine, booger sugar. You know what I'm saying? People do booger sugar. That's their personal business. And I'm guessing that's his whole point. But honey, he did a whole 8-minute, go off. Don't ask me, Tamika, escape. I was like, how you gonna speak for Candy, Tamika, and Tasha? You don't know what they want to do. They may want to talk to TMZ. You know what I'm saying? King, Damani, Major, Sonique, Eris. Well, he said a couple of them, but let me stop trying to be funny. But I'm just saying, I wish he would have had that same energy when other things put out about other people. Like, you can't want to, not bandwagon. You can't want to boycott them now and say don't follow them now because they put out a piece of truth about your sister. They also released the video of Nipsey. You know what I'm saying? TMZ do that kind of shit. But I digress. Let me move on. So that's what he was upset about. You know what I'm saying? I didn't post the reasoning much online because I said I'm going to do that. But hey, that's why he mad. You know what I'm saying? I'll say that's why he's mad. Because TMZ posted the medical examiner report saying that her death was caused because of the amount of cocaine in her system, which caused the heart arrhythmia, which, and all that. And they say she also had some other ailments, that led to it too. So it wasn't just the cocaine either. It was a lot of stuff that caused her, or just girl, it was a lot. Let me move on because I can't. You know what I'm saying? I just want people to have that same energy in general about a blog site that consistently posts stuff, and don't do it in a respectable way. Now, they did a full apology, had a whole page of stuff, talked about person. It was like our damn eulogy. What they did, you know what I'm saying? It was shortly after T.I., posted his stuff, and they posted they took it down what they said. But I'm like, what about all the other people who y'all gonna post? Is y'all gonna apologize to them too? That's what made me mad. It's like T.I. went to bat for sister, which he's supposed to. Which he's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, TMZ had done the exact same thing to other people. Just saying. Okay. And hopefully going forward, TMZ will not do that anymore. Next up, another sad story. Okay. Malia Davis. Malia Davis. Let me get the picture up here because I want to make sure y'all see, this beautiful little girl's picture. And we hope the person who took her from this world, burns in hell. Okay, there's a special place in hell for people who kill children. So, Malia Davis, 4 years old. There was a whole story. It's been going on for a couple weeks now. I think it's honestly been almost a month, okay, that they have been looking for this little girl. And, her mother's boyfriend, let me blow, because y'all know I can't see much. I have the little stories on my screen big, y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all know I be unorganized sometimes. But, the mother's boyfriend he's in jail. He was in jail for, like, tampering with evidence because initially they didn't have proof that she was dead. She was just missing. And he gave a whole fake story. This all happened and well, her body was found in Arkansas, but I believe they were maybe in, like, Tennessee or something. Or the Texas. Let me see. I think it was Texas. We'll figure it out in 1 minute. But, the stepfather, Darian Vince, who is in jail again for tampering with evidence, is now being accused of killing the little girl because her remains were found in Arkansas. They positively identified the remains that was found, like, in a field in Arkansas because the dude said he told the police finally that I took the body and dumped it in somewhere in Arkansas, and they went and found it. It was in a black bag. Horrible. And there was video of him leaving his apartment with his son with a laundry basket, some bleach, and a trash bag. Oh, fucker. She's been missing for a month. Now, they still don't know how she passed away. The most that the dude, who I'm going to call asshole, said was that her death was an accident. Her death may have been an accident. Let's say it was an accident, but you disposing of that little girl body in a whole other state was not. That was anyway. They were searching for the little girl because he kept saying initially, well, I was carjacked and somebody kidnapped me, her and my son, and they kept her and let us go. So he gave that fake ass story for a while, knowing he had left that girl body in Arkansas. He drove it to Arkansas. But her mom, whose name was Brittany Bowens, she was being represented by this guy named Cornell, who was like an activist there, and the dude stopped representing her because it seemed like the mama knew something about it, and it's just more to the story. And it's just hard because, one, we don't know what happened. All we know is this little girl is deceased now, and nobody know nothing. Okay, nobody know nothing. Now, the dude is in jail in Houston. Oh, yeah, it was in Texas. In Houston. And the charge he's in there for is tampering with human remains in connection to the disappearance of Malia. They haven't changed his charges. But they're probably going to change them since her body has not been identified. And again, people believe the mama knows something about the death of her daughter, and she just haven't said anything. And just hearing all these different stories about these horrendous things that happen to children in the care of their parent, or when their parent puts them into the care of somebody else who they shouldn't fucking trust, it just angers you. It makes you feel like, you know what, some people don't need to have children because they can't take care of them. They put them in horrible fucking situations, and then people are left to wonder, why did it happen? You know what I'm saying? And so we're going to just pray that her soul rests in peace, that the dude who killed her burned in hell, and have her mama had anything to do with it, that she gets put under the jail too. Because even if her mama didn't do it, if her mama knew that man did something to her baby, and she didn't, and she went along with the lie for a full month that her child was kidnapped, she ain't shit either. Not shit at all, okay? So, we'll see what happens next. Again, the remains being identified as the little girls. is like step one into a whole bunch of other stuff that has to be figured out. And it just makes you want to, what I'm saying, punch people in the fucking face who just should not have children. And don't leave your kids in the care of people who you can't trust because you don't know them. Ugh. Okay, so that's the most of the tough news that I'm gonna get through. Let's get to some other things, okay? So, according to B Scott, I was on Love B Scott website today, and he says exclusively that Nene Leakes is being forced to sit out of at least the first part of Real Housewives of Atlanta season 12 due to that fight she had with the cameraman people and her poor behavior. Now, I think people recognize that Nene was a whole bitch last season. We keep chalking it up to, oh, Greg was sick and she was under a lot of stress. I chalk it up to, yes, Greg was sick, but Nene's also just a bitch. Point blank into the period. I feel like they brought her back simply because what else she gonna do? You know what I'm saying? She's been on the show the longest. She do have fans, but I still believe the show could definitely survive without Nene. So they say they have been filming for about 2 weeks so far, and there will be more, rumors to come later. Now, he has some source, okay, with the show who brings up that it's due to that cameraman ripped shirt and all that stuff, and that's why she's sitting out. They also bring up her whole bad attitude, and so she's sitting down for a little second. We know that Kenya Moore is gonna come back or whatever, and they say now, even though people are saying that Kenya Moore is not getting paid as much as she was getting paid, they say she actually came back with a raise. And it makes sense that she came back with a raise because they also say that her husband and baby Brooklyn will be on the show. I feel like Kenya needed this time off to get her life together. Not that her life was in any kind of disarray. I feel like she got married. She was trying to have a baby, and that was a lot. And I think it was good that wasn't none of that shown. It could have been a whole just craziness, but I do feel like she realized if I'm going to be on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, they have to show me. I have to show them my life. Mark, your ass gonna have to be on camera. I don't care if it's just you walking in, get some damn cereal, and leaving out your drawers. You gonna be on this camera. And I feel like he probably realized, well, damn, me being, not wanting to be on camera kind of cost her job for that one season. So let me just, show up, pop up and say, hey, or whatever. We've seen her and Mark hanging out with Candy and Todd, with Cynthia and Mike Hill, and all of that. I feel like with Portia, with her new baby, with Shamia and her new baby, with, baby Brooklyn, I think they can all, kind of have baby play dates. It will be a great season to see the ones who are moms, to see Cynthia with her new relationship, Candy going through a surrogacy. I think all of that will be amazing to see. And Nene just being Nene getting everybody goddamn nerve. Now, they also bring up how the network is looking for a new housewife, a big name person to bring some life to the season. I feel like whoever they bring has to be aware of the kind of bullshit that goes into this show. I don't know what another way to call it. Which means you have to want to actively be involved. When they had Kim Fields on there a couple seasons ago, Kim Fields would have been great if she really wanted to be on the show. I feel like Tanya's a great addition. I'm hoping she'll be there well, I know she'll be there as a friend of the show, but she just did not make a peach holder. But I mean, a big name person in Atlanta. Girl, I don't know. Y'all put in the comment section who y'all want to be on there, because I can't think of nobody. I kept saying Keisha Knight Pulliam, but people was like, nah, I don't want her on there. I'm like, well, okay, if you say so. Anyway, next up, Jussie Smollett. I am so tired of Jussie Smollett news. It gets on my nerve, but we have to report it. So, a couple different things happened. One, they released the, court findings, the court records of his case. Gave zero fucks. It was like 460 pages worth of information. I didn't really care. The most that came out was that there were a couple witnesses who the police never really said out loud when they were saying everything else out loud. They say how there was a doorman who actually told the police Jussie did come back in, and on his way back in, he did have some bruises, and he did tell me that he had just been attacked. Boom. Okay, we have that. There was also supposedly a lady out walking her dog, who said, or she was walking her dog or heard or seen, some white man outside who was smoking a cigarette and she could see a rope around his neck and it was weird. There were a couple, and I'm like, okay, that part was weird. And it's just weird, like it's these little things that they didn't let out, but I still feel like the things they said the things they say that didn't get out, I don't wholeheartedly believe. I don't think at 2 a.m. in the morning when you see somebody walking outside or walking down the street with a ski mask or just a thick mask, face mask on when it's negative 15 degrees outside that you're going to look and see, I can see the white of their eyes. I can see around the crevices of the thing. It was a white man. Like, I just think that's a lie. Okay, Jussie Smollett, maybe, because he was getting beat up. Okay, cool. But a random dorm people in the streets, look, I can't see what color I am if I'm looking in the mirror sometimes because my eyes don't be focused. So I feel like you seeing somebody at nighttime, you can see white girl, from across girl. So that was one thing. They released a 911 call, but it's from like his manager who was saying like, I work for a person, he got jumped or whatever. He didn't want me to call the police. So I came down to call y'all. I'm like, okay. And that made me think that Jussie not want the police involved because he knew it was fake. Because you can still say this happened to me. I'm not going to report it to the police. And then it can be a whole thing. So I'm like, was that a thing? He did not want them to call the police for that exact reason because he knew it was fake. But I don't know. I really don't know. But I also don't care. The 911 call wasn't to, oh my God, for real? Oh my God, he didn't do it. He's innocent. I think this will always be things where it's like OJ. Some people think OJ did it. Some people think he didn't. I think OJ did it the same way I feel like Jussie Smollett had some kind of connection to his attack. I don't know what it was, but it was something. Lastly, Variety was saying how Empire writers are prepping for Jussie Smollett's return in season 6. And honey, Lee Daniels replied and said, this is not factual. Jussie will not be returning to Empire. LD, Lee Daniels. And I was like, okay. I mean, I think it's crazy to not have Jamal's character come back for the last season in this series finale. You're going to just have him go off and be married. I mean, I guess it happened because, again, on Family Matters, that little girl, Judy, went upstairs one day and never came back down. And the show had all them other seasons and episodes, and no one ever said, but where's the other daughter? So I guess if one son went off and got married, no one can say, well, whatever happened to Jussie? He left. He's gone, and he's never coming back. So I mean that's great. Lee Daniels also, he got a new show coming up too. He also brought up how he's doing a story, like a mini series, like a biopic type of thing on Sammy Davis Jr. So even though Star was canceled and that's not being renewed nowhere else, he couldn't get nobody to bite for that show. I'm not surprised. And Empire's being canceled. Lee Daniels ain't stopped working. He's still booking shows and and taking names. So kudos to Lee Daniels. Okay. Jay-Z has secured all the bags, okay? From the rooter to the tutor, okay? He becomes hip-hop's first billionaire. And that's according to Forbes, okay? And the Forbes thing said Forbes 400. The richest people in America, Jay-Z and Warren Buffett. A conversation, Jay-Z and Warren Buffett on the cover of Forbes. Girl, look at what Jesus can do. Anyway, so but he covered Forbes back in, wait, is this a new episode? No, what's the new one or the old one? Oh, maybe that's the old one. When was this from? Oh, that's 2010. See, reading is fundamental. Okay, that was in 2010. That cover with him and Warren Buffett. But still, for that to be 9 years ago, and now he is officially the first billionaire. Okay, and it's an accumulation of money that makes him the first billionaire. And it's a lot. So let's go through the monies. Okay, what's the monies? Money. Yeah. If you know what that's from, put it in the comment section. Anyway, so this is there's an Armand de girl. Can you pronounce that shit? It's DEBRIG. Is it, girl, it's like cognac with a brie in the front. Anyway, that's worth $310 million. Okay, cash and investments, $220 million. cash and investment 220. You know, Duce, 100 million. Tidal, 100 million. Rock Nation, 75 million. Music catalog, 75 million. Art collection, 70 million. And real estate, $50 million. I mean, that's an accumulation considering the fact that Jay-Z came from nothing, okay? From Marcy Square Projects, okay, is where he came from. And he is the official first billionaire rapper, okay? He surpassed everyone. And it's like, congratulations. 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 And not only that, Rihanna was also on Forbes' list, and she's the richest female, okay, in the music world. It says the 9-time Grammy Award winner, this is per YBF, by the way, the 9-time Grammy Award winner, her real name is Robin Rihanna Fenty. If y'all did not know, that's Rihanna's real name. Robin Rihanna Fenty is now the world's richest female musician in the world, ranking in 600 million dollars. Okay, she's 31, and they say she has evolved from a singer to a style icon, and now a makeup and fashion entrepreneur. Now she has, they say Madonna only earned 570. 500. What Madonna do for 570? What she do 570 million? Girl, okay. Celine Dion, okay, had 450. Beyonce had 400. And these are millions, honey. Millions. So again, Madonna was at 570. Celine Dion, okay, was at 450. Beyonce is at 400. But Rihanna was at 600 million. Okay. Now she has that new Fenty collection that she was a partner with LVMH, which is a French luxury brand. Okay, and that's amazing. I won't be buying any of her clothes because she don't make clothes plus size girls, so I will continue to buy her lipstick and her makeup. And that's why I kind of did report on it. I look like I can't see that shit, but that's still a big thing for her to be a part of that brand. She doing things around here, and congratulations. I remember when Rihanna came out, you know what I'm saying, with Pony Replay, that song or whatever. She's come a long way. She's come a very, very, very long way. And she's a business man, okay? A business woman. And also congrats to Celine Dion and Madonna and also Beyonce, our queen of everything. And I do support Rihanna, her makeup line. I tell you all the time, this is Fenty Beauty right here. Usually if I'm wearing lipstick, it's Fenty Beauty. I always suggest it to people. It's great product. Okay, it's very, 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 very great product. And I don't get mad from Sephora because y'all know Sephora was fucking with, was it her? No. SZA, okay, was following SZA around the store, whatever, thinking she was stealing, and now Sephora gonna be closed for a day or two for some, training of how to be to people. I don't get my stuff from Sephora, even though I have a couple friends who work for Sephora. I order my Fenty Beauty from the Fenty Beauty website. Okay, I'm just like, it's just easier. Order it, have it sent to me. It's free shipping, girl. I do it all the time. Anyway. But yeah, kudos. But if you have not used the Rihanna brand for the lipstick, I'm telling y'all, you will not regret it. It's better than MAC, because I don't like MAC that much anymore because MAC is not all that good. But if you're looking for a quality brand, trust your girl, okay? And it's worth the money. The Fenty Beauty lip paints are $24. The regular lipsticks are like 18, I think, either 18 or 20, but it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. I'm telling y'all. Anyway, let's move on. Ciara, was all on social media because she is saying she is a Harvard alum. And I'm like, no, you're not. You're not a Harvard alum, Ciara. You're not, honey. Now, even though she did complete a 4-day course, Harvard has a 4-day course that they have suggested for celebrities and people who are in a certain realm of things, they can attend it. It's called the BIMS, okay? It's the Business of Entertainment, Media, and Sports. And it's a class, okay? It's 4 days. And they say that it's a course that brings in celebrities to Cambridge. And they learn new approaches for driving revenue and success in today's entertainment and environment. Now we know Ciara and Russell had that new production company, so I'm guessing it was a good thing that she was there. to just learn different things. Now we know also it was not just Ciara who took this 4-day course, but Ciara was kind of the only person who was out here in Harvard shirts with pictures of herself in the books. Like I'm studying and going to class every day of my classmates. I'm like, it was 4 days. It was 4 days. Girl, it was 4 days. I just feel like, how much are you saying that it was such a it was 4 days. It takes you that much time to really realize if you like something or not. But teach their own. So they also had, from the TV show Fixer Upper, which comes on HGTV. Y'all know I love me some HGTV. Chip and Joanna Gaines was there. Cleveland Cavaliers player Kevin Love was there. LA Clippers person was there. A New Orleans Pelicans player was there. An actor who plays on NCIS Los Angeles was there. And then they say also the 2002 World Cup Golden Ball winner was also there. And then, anyway, a lot of people took it. But I think the reason people kept on at Ciara was because she kept posting, picture after. Girl, I'm going to post a picture. She was the girl. It's funny. It's funny because it's like, you don't want to down anybody for bettering themselves. And I'm saying, let's not down her for wanting to better herself. I think it's the whole, I'm an alum now and I had so much fun on campus with my schoolmates, and studying every day and going in the case studies. I'm like, what it was for? And I'm like, and how many hours were you there? I feel like if someone went like a 2-week course, okay, cool. That's enough to say, I was really looking into this, looking into that. But I'm like, 4 days? 4 days? And a whole Howard sweater. And I'm like, girl, it's summer. It's summer. Was you hot? You had to be hot. I'm just saying. But it's a wonderful thing to want to further your education. But I think the whole thing was, people were saying, like, you're not alumni. Like, that's not what it is. You took this little course or whatever. And that's, great that you took it. And it is available for a lot of people. But, girl, you're not an alum. But we love you, those here. We love you. R. Kelly was hit with 11 new felony counts of sexual abuse. Okay, I don't think anyone's surprised. I don't. It's like, and I'm not surprised. News: R. Kelly has more charges. I don't think anybody is shocked about it. The new charges are supposedly still with one of the victims who was in the first case. Well, no, the second case, because the first one was back in the 90s. This is the second one, so this is like the same victim, currently. But it's 4 counts of aggravated criminal sexual assault, 2 counts of criminal sexual assault by force, 2 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse, and 3 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse against the victim between the ages of 13 and 16. Now, again, and we not surprised news. I feel like what they're doing is they are trying to get as many charges against him to make sure he can't get off from all of them. I think they felt like, okay, like if he had like 4 charges, he can possibly beat those. It's a possibility that people may be dumb enough to be like, oh, that isn't R. Kelly on the tape. It is R. Kelly on the tape. So I feel like if we keep adding charges, he can't get out of all of them. And I think as they watch videos and as they say there are more videos to come, I think, it's going to just keep building and building and building. So again, R. Kelly over in the corner by himself, just waiting for his day in court like this. He just like, oh, Jesus, I gotta go to court or to prison. Go to prison, okay? Let it be what it's gonna be. And also get some help. Get some whole counseling. So there was a video, okay? I think the video was, I saw it online. Miley Cyrus and her husband, Liam Hemsworth, were in a Barcelona hotel, leaving the hotel. And you know how when these famous folk be leaving hotels sometime in these other countries, the people who will be outside, it be team too much, okay? It be team too much, okay? So they usually have security like right beside them or right in front of them, so they can safely get to their car. So Miley and Liam were leaving. There was like a security guard in front of Liam. Then it was Liam. Liam had Miley like right behind him. And I seen some folks say, why was he in front of her? Because he's blocking the people. He's leading her through the maze of people. That makes sense for him to be in the front because there was also security behind her. But as she was walking to the car, well, as they both were walking to the car, a fan came from like the side, and the fans again were reaching out, oh, Miley, Liam, Miley. But this fan was just being extra, extra, read all about it. And when they were able to reach across, and not only that, they were able to grab her hair, kind of grabbed her boob a little bit, got all up in there. And it happened so fast where you just seen a hand reach out in the midst of all kind of hands. And again, she had security surrounding her, but the person was just kind of, it happened like that. Like the video was about 10 seconds long. So again, 10 seconds long, and 10 of them seconds, maybe 3 or 4 of them seconds was the person getting at her. But it happened like that. But people gotta keep their hand to themselves. But I mean, it was crazy that the person was able to reach out, touch her, yank her hair a little bit. It looked like they felt the boob a little bit. They groped her up a little bit, and then he put his hand around her neck and pulled her in and like kissed her on the cheek. It was crazy. And again, security swooped in real quick, and security should be fired. I can't believe it was 10 seconds. It was 10 seconds. It was 10 seconds. And the dude came out of nowhere. Completely out of, and again, it wasn't a 40 seconds on her. But it just, people need to keep their hands to themselves. Okay? Point blank. Period. And then as Liam felt like something going on behind him, he quickly turned and he then put Miley up under his arm and they walked that way. But I mean, people need to stop doing that. You can't be doing that, people. It's not nice. They're saying that DJ Khaled was upset, okay, because his album, Father of Assad, or it was a son of a fun, yeah, Father of Assad, did not hit number one. Tyler, the creator, his album hit number one, and they're both on the same label. It seemed the reason he was more upset was because he said the label did not include an estimated 100,000 downloads of his album that were sold through some bundle deal with some energy drink. And, Billboard are not including those sales in the number one album. So that's the reason he was pissed. I feel like that's a reason to be upset, but you can't be upset with your label for that. You know what I'm saying? I think before you sell an album, figure out, okay, what can be, I need to know in writing what will be, accredited on Billboard to make the album number one. If this isn't a way to do it, I know that, and I can't be upset later. But I'm like, you can't be mad that your album didn't sell more. It had a lot of promotion. You were promoting that shit all up and through your timeline. It was everywhere. Okay, it was everywhere. But they brought up how he was furious. They said how there was some nasty stuff that was said. They said publicly he's all about positivity. Okay, there's a mean side to him that people don't see. He overhyped the record and blew it up as his biggest album ever, and that ain't what happened. And I don't think that's it. I think people sometimes need to realize your album can be great despite how much it sells. I know plenty of great albums that did not sell much. Let's just say, let's be truthful. And I mean, I don't want to believe that Khaled out here, you know what I'm saying, with a whole ass, and I mean whole ass, not whole ass, whole ass attitude, because the album he hyped up since his son was born basically didn't sell more than somebody else. But I get it if he's upset because he thought 100,000 albums would be included in the count, and it wasn't. Okay, and I'm like, well, I don't know. So Beyonce was, and Jay-Z was at the game last night, between the Raptors and the Warriors, and they were seated, girl, it is the other. They were seated next to the co-owner of the Warriors? Who was this lady? The owner's wife. Yes, the owner's wife is who she was. So at the game on the sideline, okay, there was a whole little, her name is Nicole Curran, and she's the wife of the owner, Joe Lacob. That's just a weird name. I don't know about that. But she's his wife. I want to get a picture of her, of how she was sitting. Oh, Where's the picture? Because there was a whole thing. Oh wait, it's on my phone. Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can get this thing off my phone. Because if I can't, I'm not gonna keep trying to find it. Oh no, it's on my other phone. Oh no, it's not. I took a screenshot. So I'm like, who is these people? Girl, I don't know. So yeah, here we go. So this is the girl. Okay, so this is Beyonce and them last night. Okay, at the game. So you see that? That's Beyonce sitting looking unbothered. Okay, looking like mm, mm. And that's the owner's wife sitting next to her. So allegedly, apparently, okay. When the girl walked up, no, that's not what happened. They were sitting there, and you see the girl is Jay-Z, Beyonce, and the wife. Okay, Nicole. Let me be respectful and say the girl's name, Nicole. And when she was sitting there, you saw her leaning across Beyonce to say things to Jay-Z. Now, what is being said is the girl came out and said she didn't mean to do it. I didn't know what I was doing. But as they're sitting there and she's leaning across Beyonce, saying things to Jay-Z, Beyonce looks a little perturbed, okay? Just a little perturbed. I should have got the picture, but I did not. And I can't get the whole, let me see if I can just pause it. I'm trying to see if I can get this one picture, y'all. And if I can't, I ain't gonna worry about it. The video been all over IG, so girl, go find it. Anyway, so Beyonce just looks a little bit upset. Like, not even upset. She looked like you invading my space. And not even in a you are nobody way, but I'm the same way. Don't lean across me to talk to someone. Don't be in my personal space. Because I like my personal space. So I didn't see it as Beyonce being shady. I've seen it as you sitting here and someone is literally leaning across you, talking to somebody else, and you're like, "Why are you leaning across my? What's going on here? Like, why would you do that?" And I completely get that part of it. And then Beyonce kind of just shimmied in her seat and kind of, you know what I'm saying, look, this little shoulder bump, okay, a little itty bitty bum ba shoulder bump to the girl, to where she was like, I'm just trying to, have you get out of my way. I look for it, but I can't find it. And people were like, oh, she was so shady. And this is before anyone knew the woman was the wife of the owner. And the one was like, I got all these death threats from the Beehive. How dare I cut across Beyonce and talk to Jay-Z and, know my place, Becky. And I got a whole husband at home. She then said, the video of them talking, she said we invited them to the game, so they came. I was trying to be a good hostess. I was asking them if they wanted something to drink. She said, Beyonce said, can I get some water? Jay-Z asked for like a vodka and like soda or something and some soda. And when you read Jay-Z's lip, you do see him say like vodka and soda. And then she said, with lime? And he said, yeah. And the girl said because it was so loud, she couldn't hear Jay-Z's order. And she said without thinking, she just kind of leaned across Beyonce and was talking to Jay. And that was the awkward moment that we all saw. And I feel like she not a homewrecker, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like don't be leaning across people to talk to people. Don't do that, okay? But people they did put 20 on 10. I don't think Beyonce was being mean and rude. However, I do feel like she was like, why are you leaning across me? Like, you kind of in my lap talking to him. At that point, it's just rude. Even if you invited me here, I hate when people be in my own personal space. But beside that, Beehive, y'all can't be out here threatening folk. That's called bullying. Beyonce wouldn't like that at all. Like, it ain't gonna happen. Now, Beyonce was a little itty bitty bit shady. Okay, itty bitty bum by shady. And she posted the picture or the video, but had the girl cut off. That did show her and Jay-Z like waving to somebody from across the room. I think that's funny. But again, her and Jay-Z, and I think this is something too. When you invite someone somewhere, it don't mean be all up in their face. And I get that she was trying to get that drink order. That's completely fine. But again, you was really in Beyonce, like you was in that bitch lap. You was in Beyonce's lap, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the part that I found crazy. I'm like at work. I tell you, don't even come near me. Like, talk to me from afar. Like, there's no reason for you to be anywhere next to me, reaching across me to get anything. If you want to show me something, still stand. Give me like 3 feet, arm's length, arm's length at all times. Okay, and so that was funny to me. But I think that was really all that we had. Like in the news. Oh, one last thing. Or I'm just trying. I'm trying. I did not think it'd be this much. I talked too goddamn much. Two things I'll say: the whole 50 Cent thing, the video with him and the dude that walked up talking about what. Look at me on IG. 50 Cent was on a date with Nikki from Black Ink Crew, who used to date for. They kicking it, okay, because they was on a whole little date. 50 was in a button up and some shorts. They was both dressed down like for a little low key date night. So 50 Cent must be dating Nikki from Black Ink Crew. What is what it is. But dude walked up wanting to just, be seen, basically. He just wanted to be seen by someone other than the camera that he was recording himself on. And, he walked like, check out my IG. I want to be a rapper. And 50 was like, man, you stupid. Like, the way the dude approached him was crazy. And it did seem just weird. And people, when you want someone to take you serious, you can't approach them in that kind of way. The dude, it was crazy. It was a camera dude recording stuff, and you walk, hey man, and if he like, man, what? You look stupid. This is crazy. You can't do that. What your IG. I'm like like the girl who posted a billboard on somewhere to get Tyler Perry's attention, and he say it make you look crazy. You could audition all day for free. You can't want to get someone's attention by this grand entrance of "see me." That's attention seeking. That's attention seeking. If you want to get someone, I get if 50 Cent at a concert and he crossed your path, you say, "Hey, can I rap for you?" And then yes, but it's a date. He on a date and you want to rap, and then when he like me and he trying to walk away, oh, you gonna fight me because I want you to hear my music? Like, no, you not gonna make it because you stupid. The way you approached me was completely wrong, and it was. You have to be careful with how you approach people, because when you approach them the wrong way, it makes you look foolish. Now, y'all know I don't like 50 Cent. Never had, never will. I think he's an asshole. I don't get why anyone dates him. I don't like his personality. I don't like how he treats people. I think he's an asshole. He may be a marketing genius because it gets attention, but I don't like the way he disrespects people. But it is what it is, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I was gonna talk about Wendy Williams and Gayle King, but I mean, like, does it really matter? Gayle supposedly allegedly said that she would not want to do a sit down interview with Wendy Williams because it would be too trashy for morning television. And I keep saying, everyone said, well, she interviewed R. Kelly. I think the reason they may also be saying this because I don't think Wendy need an hour long sit down. I don't. I think she needs maybe 2 segments. Just 2. You don't need no R. For what? For you have a whole show. If you don't have someone come and interview you on your own show, girl, bye. But Gail, you can't do R. Kelly interviews with people and then say that this, anything else is trashy. Because R. Kelly is trash, 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 trash. And not only did y'all do the R. Kelly interview, y'all then had a Dateline special about the interview after the fact. And Wendy Williams actually is a woman who was allegedly in an abusive relationship with her husband, was cheating on her, and she got out. That deserves at least 2 segments. Again, maybe not an hour, but 2 good segments. Just do the view. Take some time and enjoy the view. Anyway, y'all, I'm ending it here because I did not mean to run on for this long. Okay, and I'm done. Peace.